Welcome to the podcast, guys. Today I have Luke, the CEO of Creventa. So welcome, Luke.
Hi there, Jordan. Hi there, listeners.
So maybe we can just give some context to everybody and you can tell us a little bit about Creventa and like the role that you play sort of day to day.
Sure. So Creventa is an event management platform. We sell it to event managers at hospitality venues, typically hotels, football stadiums, sports stadiums, restaurants, those type of locations. And we're used by those event managers to look after aspects of events such as ticketing, pre-ordering food and drink, feedback, seating plans, those sort of things. My role day to day is sales, like all good founders, and I run our technical team as well. I look after sales, technical, and the business side of the business. And then my co-founder looks after products, and he also joins me on the sales side.
Awesome. And Luke, so what inspired you to start Creventa?
So Creventa was founded during the pandemic. We started as a QR code ordering system. So scanning your QR code on the table, order your drinks from a pub or restaurant. In the UK, there was lockdown, so you had to do table ordering, which is unusual for the UK market, where people are used to queuing at a pub, in the bar. Andrew and I just said, look, there's not much going on. He owned a restaurant, which was shut. We knew a bit about tech. So we could see it was going to happen, so we just decided to go ahead. And then coming out of the pandemic, we pivoted towards events. Andrew and I know pretty well from us working together pre-pandemic. And so that's what we did. Start October 2021, we launched our events product.
Amazing. Okay. And you guys have had some pretty good success since then, I see.
Really good success, absolutely. So we supply Hilton, Marriott International Hotel Group, Maison, Hotel de Man, a whole range of different hotels and restaurants.
Okay. Very cool. Okay, so then what has been like your biggest challenge in growing that business and growing Creventa?
The challenge in hospitality is that everyone in hospitality is used to working with poor quality systems and making things work. They're great problem fixers, and therefore they're not generally looking for solutions to fix their problems. So our challenge has always been getting in front of the right person and then pitching the product to them. So we have a 41% conversion ratio from demo to contract. So pretty high conversion ratio. Just getting that call in the first place is the difficult thing. Convincing whoever you're talking to spend half an hour looking at our system out there, but usually very busy day.
Okay, and how are you getting these leads in? Is it mostly inbound? Are you doing some outbound stuff, or a mix of both?
I wish it was inbound. It's all outbound activity. We very rarely get an inbound call. If we do get an inbound call to referral, that's where it'll be from. We don't do much sort of marketing activity at the moment. So it's all outbound. The good thing is that most hotels, which is our main target customer, have all their information about what sort of events they do or can handle. And therefore we've got our target market, and it's quite easy to research. Just getting hold of the right people then.
Okay. And so what do you think is the main reason why you have such a high conversion rate when you do have those demos? Do you take customers, prospects through like a demo and you have this like click aha moment? And what is that moment?
So it depends who we're pitching to. If we're pitching to anyone that's ever had to type out place cards for an event, so an event manager that might have only last weekend had to type out 200 place cards for an event, then the fact that they can do that at the push of a button with no typing from their point of view, sometimes we have them in tears, literally in tears. Wow, that's going to save me 4 or 5 hours per event. I'm serious. So or it could be that it's table planning, where they get lots of guests changing their table positions all the time. Or it could be that they've recently had an issue with allergens. So we ensure full allergen compliance with the law. Most hotels have had some sort of incident where, a guest had a reaction to something, and EpiPens had to be used, or even sometimes, unfortunately, more serious in some cases. Anywhere where if it's a security person or a safety and security person, that's where they get that. Different people have different things, but place cards, the seating planning, the allergen stuff that we do, it just touches different people. And we go through the results of our system. So we talk about the output, show them place cards, show them the reporting. We don't really talk about the functionality. We talk about what's going to benefit their life. So typically we save 4 or 5 hours per event, sometimes as much as 10 hours per event.
Wow.
And we drive high sales, and we ensure legal compliance. Whoever we're talking to in the venue, they're going to want those sort of things.
Amazing. So those sorts of products are my favorite products, which is just like everybody wins. It's win-win for everybody, saves time, makes a lot of money. It's just a matter of educating the market and getting them onto the call. And then that's why you have such a high conversion rate, I imagine.
Amazing. get the demo, get the order. That's what I say. So, it's really to get as many demos done. Because we target our clients pretty well. The reason they might not buy us would be around budget potentially, or it could be they've got a system that sort of does what we do. They don't want to learn a new system, but generally we have quite a high conversion rate.
Awesome. And so, look, what emerging opportunities or technologies or anything that you might be integrating are you most excited about currently, or that might be coming up?
Yeah, so we're mid-raise at the moment, and part of that raise is to expand the functionality of our system. We do, as mentioned, ticketing, allergen management, place cards, pre-orders, etc. We're looking to build out an entire end-to-end event management system. So right from the initial inquiry, I'm ringing your hotel or venue. I'd like to have my birthday party or my wedding there. I'd like to get a price, look at what menus you've got, handling all of that. And as part of that, we're going to integrate AI. So the concept of an AI agent taking some of that initial, work of the events management at the hotel is definitely something we're looking at.
Okay. And so then, speaking of AI, how are you leveraging AI currently, and how would you see AI in the business over the next sort of 12 months?
Yeah, we don't really use it that much, to be honest. It's not really. We look to it for support, but we obviously get such a small amount of support calls. It's only worth the investment in that. But yeah, we're looking at it around that inquiry management piece as to how we automate it, whilst not taking away from the guest experience, because we've all had bad experience of AI chatbots and stuff, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an AI agent, automated systems. So that's what our work's doing at the moment, investigating that.
Okay, makes sense. And so, given that the business has been around since COVID, and you guys have had enormous success since then, what are some things that you would go back and change and do differently if you were to restart Creventa?
What would I do differently? We always circle around to outbound calling, which would be the most important thing to do. I think that we tried different ways of selling that just didn't work for us. So we always focus on that. I think we could leverage social media a bit more, and perhaps some other marketing more. But we need someone to help us, and so that's not really where our expertise is. As we grow, as I say, go for our next round of growth, we're looking to rebuild out that marketing piece. So that's where I think that we, perhaps it was difficult during COVID. You couldn't go out and see people. People weren't answering the phone, that sort of thing. So it's more difficult. So perhaps in that situation, we could leverage social media.
Okay. And so what sorts of different, you said you've tried different ways of selling, and outbound seemed to be the best way. What other things have not worked so well?
We did some Google paid AdWords, spent a lot of money on those. Yeah, that was a great return on investment. Yes, again, we didn't know much about it. We just tried to succeed. We used some agency people to try and sort of sales agency, try and help us. The honest answer is that the founders can sell the product better than anyone else. So, that's typical in a startup, and I think that that's where we missed out on that. And then, I think just, we did some trade shows. They didn't really work for us either, so it's because people in hospitality are so busy, the right people just weren't there. They weren't. You need to have someone who suffered the problems, and then you can sell it to them.
Right. And so outbound has been by far the best way to acquire these new customers.
Right now, it has been, yeah. We are doing an event actually in February with Hilton, but we're looking at doing more of that sort of stuff. Now we've really established our product, and we want to see which market we're going for, what our target customer is. So yeah, and as we build out more and more functionality, we'll be looking at new challenge to market for sure.
Amazing. Well, look, Luke, I really appreciate the time today. Where can maybe people go if they want to learn a little bit more about you or Creventa?
www.creventa.com, and look at that. You book a call, book a demo, have a look.
Yeah. And obviously you have such an amazing product that most of those demos convert into customers because it's a no-brainer. So I highly recommend everybody book a call. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.